Bond's skill. Yeah, the ball is on the slope. Something definitely not expressed by any standards. When you hold the ball, so you gotta make sure the batsman doesn't get you off. Just hit it in front of square. Wicket region, he has so much time to make the delivery. Might be close now. He's well in Baba, but yet he's quick between the wickets. Partnership now worth 53 from just 37 balls. They are building it well. Baba, but yet definitely looking well.
When I start for the commentary for this game, I saw BB coming out of the wickets, taking his ball there. So I asked him, "You're not going to watch the game?" He said, "No." He said, "I never watched the game because it puts a lot of pressure on me. My BP goes up." I thought probably he's the one who gives BP for others. But this for a change, he's getting the BP. He said, "I never watched the game. I can't believe that."
He's a changed man, he says. Definitely. Chandrasekhar. His team is playing today, definitely. He says he doesn't watch the game, but we never know. So maybe if you're watching, the team's doing well. It's been a good over so far. 11 runs. 11 runs. So that's an uppercut. It's in the gap as well. Won't go all the way. Vasant Saravan gets around. A couple of runs. After 8, it's good. Come on, Dean. How are you feeling?
Small venue over from the last low mass end, and it's a brilliant bit of work from Mohammed Imran. He thought of running on the approach, added to the run-out chaos, and the third umpire is going to have a look at this interval. Afterwards, has to administer the direct hit, and he was taking a lead from the man to my left yesterday, something here with his direct hit run out from cover, and by the time he'd run round, that was about where he ended up. This could be the end of Ransinder Singh. Wow, that is tight. That's very close. Very, very close indeed. Now, is the bat in the air? If I'm correct in the ICC regulations changed such that if you were in and then the bat bounced up, you were still deemed to be in, but there's a bit of sunlight on where the bat is as well, which makes this a very difficult call. What do you reckon, Self?
I think he's out here, his bat is in the air. The toe in.
Who would be a third umpire, hey? With a decision like this? Marginal call. Petersburg lose yet another wicket. Easy for me to say. They would be 15 for 4.
Let's get it down.
By the tiny, maybe composes himself.
Just going at current rate of 4.
12, if not more. The required run rate right now is absolutely spiralling. They need 116 to win. So for my money, the required run rate is in and around 3 a ball. That's interesting. Singh still struggling with his timing. He has 6 of 10. And this is almost the end of a very tidy pair of opening bowling spells. Mohammed Jafri with 1 for 6, but anything you can do, I can do better, as the song goes. Mohammed Imran has 2 for 6 from his 2 overs with 1 ball left. Here it is. And he might have 3 for 6. Plugged into the gap. By Sintul Mirza, picked up by Imran, who will take his cap at the end of a very fine bit of work. And so, with 4 overs on, his big try the St. Petersburg Lions, 16 for 3. So they need 16 and over or so from here. To be precise, it is 16.7 in that kind of region. So we're talking about nearly 3 a ball. We are very much into miracle stage of things now. Do you give them any hope of chasing this?
It will be very difficult.
New over starting from our end of the ground, outside edge. One bounce to the man, and manages to make his ground Aman Saxena. Just to come back to yourself, Sal, so tell us about this journey that you've had. You know, boy from Brombistan, you're now 20 years old, you've been in the club for quite a while. As Ali Zahir comes in from Circassia, a bit of turn to the batsman. Saxena could read that at all. And now, as a 20-year-old kid, you're here and on this stage. Try and put into some words what it means to you and your team to have this opportunity.
Yeah, everyone was very happy about this.
Saxena guides us away from one.
And we really like this because it's, like I said before, it's the first time that we really have a tournament like this. And I think it's very good for cricket in Europe as well.
And the hope is, of course, that you currently have one grass wicket in Denmark. Once more. These are wide, despite the wild swing in it from Ransinder Singh. But this then makes a load of other clubs in Denmark who are already multi-sport clubs, maybe have football, handball, any combination of hockey, volleyball, etc., etc. I think let's have a cricket club, as that is smashed into the gap. He's finally found a bit of timing, Ransinder Singh, and goodness me, don't the St. Petersburg Lions need it. They need a miracle from here, but that's something to get excited about for them. So, to return to that topic, the hope being that clubs in Denmark think, let's get a grass wicket as well, let's go to the ECL, let's win this trophy, let's put cricket on the map. Cinder gets hold of this is towards the commentary box. It's just onto the first tier of the scaffolding. We're up in the second, but not a million miles away. And we'll reiterate that I think there might come a point where I have an idea with it only being 50-metre boundaries after all. Which I assume you would welcome the competition of other clubs putting in grass wickets and playing.
We hope that other clubs will do it.
Racing again. Swing and a miss. And you would relish that competition of trying to be the best club in Denmark. So, sir, that's the end of the first half of this innings. 5 overs gone. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you up here. We wish you all the best in the game against Rotterdam, the final match of today. It's the VOC Rotterdam boys, all the best. We're strictly neutral up here in the commentary box, but brilliant to have you on, and thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Submin here, boys and girls, the man who described himself as his favourite player in his team and the funniest one as well, and backed it up with him. So we thought that kind of confidence and then backing it up on the field deserved the chance to put his face and his voice out across the world. And it's those kind of characters and those kind of stories across the European Cricket Network which has fed into the European Cricket League that this tournament is all about. Up alongside me now, another character of the game, albeit an Australian rather than a European, predominantly, Brian Count.
Well, I've had a good time. I've been doing there's Maxio down, the VOC Rotterdam boys on their way.
And of course that is the game that we're really building up to.
And I'm embracing my European self. I've just had a nice rest. Sangria, siesta. I love Spain.
I thought you were saying the distance and your airtime.
Mate, European children. I'm moving to Spain.
I think there's quite a few people who are attending this tournament this week who might be considering moving to Spain afterwards.
Let's get Payala.
Let's get back to the cricket. That's Henderson gets a single. While this game is one where with 3 a ball needed, it's all but gone for the St Petersburg Lions. Plenty of really exciting cricket to go, and arguably the 2 best games of the pool stage are the 2 ones yet to be played. We've got Findorf against Catalonia. Whoever wins that will finish second behind JCC Brescia almost certainly. So that's effectively a quarter-final match. And then Rotterdam versus Svanholm for the honour of topping Group A. Saxena gets hold of this, a 4-bagger. You can't bowl there on the ground with 50-metre boundaries. Saxena takes advantage, and at least the St Petersburg Lions won't die once.
No in 2, no ball. How do you need 3 a ball? There's 7 plus a freebie.
Did you just say it's a no-in?
No ball.
There's an abbreviation for everything these days.
Australians shorten everything. I met my wife, her name's Leontina. It took me 12 seconds to call her LT, and that was 6 years ago. She's only been called LT ever since.
I just didn't realise you could make the word no much short. You can. Saxena facing Chima. Down the ground for 1.
Runs from 20.
Pressure against Findor. That's Hinder. 1 to the sweep.
Been pretty impressive with the way pull away. Change of pace there.
Taken by Hassan Ahmed. It's so difficult to keep. You would know about this from one way to the other. For those maybe completely new to the game, wondering about the art of wicket keeping, just talk us through some of the basics around. Essentially, your footwork is so important. Having to dart around to.
Well, let's start with, you've got to be a genius to be a wicketkeeper. You've got to be the smartest, the best looking to be a wicketkeeper. And then after that, you can worry about catching the ball.
Single for Saxena.
It's another no ball here, so he's going to have another free hit. But the easiest way that I can explain it to people who watch tennis, if you watch a player waiting to return serve, they don't stand still. There's a little shuffling movement, there's a little split step. And the wicket keeper's the art of being. It all starts from his little split step to make sure he can move left to right.
That's Henderson facing. Oh my goodness me, that's quite a batting technique. Losing the ability to speak in the heat stroke. You will not find that anywhere in the MCC coaching manual.
Ball as well, but you know, being a wicket keeper, they use their feet a lot more. The ball dips a lot after going through past the batsman.
Change of bowling from our end of the ground. It's Mohammed Iqbal, and he almost has a wicket. His first ball. Instead, it's misfielded at point. The fielder out on his knees. Frustration. Mohammed Iqbal, a key man for JCC Brescia with his spin bowling, known as Bali. Was crucial for them last year. 29 wickets at an average of just 12 and a strike rate of 11. So he's taking a wicket on average every 2 overs in their T20 comp.
Once again, it's that leg spinner, isn't it?
Oh, that's beautiful. What a piece of work from Mohammed Iqbal. I was just praising him as JCC Brescia's go-to wicket taker with his spin, and that was delightful.
Yeah, it's good piece of bowling. Nice length, good drift, a little bit of spin. Too good for the batsman.
For those new to cricket, arguably the art of leg spin, when done well, is the most exciting thing about the bowling aspect of cricket, as well as maybe a fast bowler really charging it. And that was just.
Oh yeah, you can see there. See the little bit of drift that drifts towards leg stump, pitches, spins to off.
So you can see from the way it turns from one way to another. We've been using the tennis analogy a little bit because some Europeans might be more familiar with that. Comes Iqbal once more, gets the treatment this time. That's a lovely positive shot. Crashed away for 4. The slog sweep has come out. And that is an immediate signal of intent. The St. Petersburg Lions going to make sure that they put their mark on this competition, even if they happen to be 3 losses from 3 in the pool stage. Alexander Vasilyev stepping out. Presence felt. And gets it wrong though, gets lucky. So as we start to look towards these semi-finals, we can reasonably anticipate now that Beresciya are going to win this group. As it comes in again. Oh, that's lovely. Too good. Too good. Too much turn. And too brilliant. St. Petersburg Lions have no answer to Mohammed Iqbal. Saw the batsman coming down, zinged it through. Bales whipped off, quick as a flash. And it's all done. Hassan Ahmad with the handiwork behind the stumps. And it means that Aman Saxena is the latest victim to Mohammed Iqbal.
Yeah, nice piece of leg spin bowling again. A little bit flatter, a little bit quicker. Young leg spinners out there, that's the key. The great Shane Warne first said was all he wanted to do was spin the ball as hard as possible. Get yourself in the groove and then worry about the rest later.
And I believe I'm correct in saying that Warne thought that was also the psychological side of cricket. Then the batsman knows that you have the capacity to turn it a long way. This guy certainly does. Just a little bit. There he gets away with it though. End of a brilliant first over from Mohammed Iqbal. Keeper them last year.
Here you go. Way down the wicket. The wickies dream that.
Yep, not in the same postcode. And Aman Saxena, who was very good for the ball, with ball for the St. Petersburg Lions, has to walk.
Change of bowling now. Change of bowling now. Right arm over.
Bowling now coming from the last mass end of the ground. There's a bit of a heave. Maybe a single. Maybe not.
A little bit of confusion.
I think Alexander Vasilyev is saying essentially, I'm going to hit for a ball to win us this game, which is quite a bold statement.
He's not going to die one.
Missed again outside the off stump. 2, but that is a shot. Finally, one has been connected with by the St. Petersburg boys. They're to go with a 4. Came in boundaries, and I think the vast majority of the sixes does have to wonder why.
Was it? It was a good piece of bowling in the end. He bowled it wide. He just knew that he wanted to hit on the onside. Threw it wide up, and he could hit it straight up. I like the bounce of the ball. It's a surprise weapon that spinners should use more of.
Why not? Batsman's trying to hit you off your leg. Zahid Chima has come on. Almost end. Single for Lalit. Zahid Chima, he was on the side that got 20 wickets and an average of 14 in their T20 comp last year. Strike rate of 13, which is very handy. I hope that they can entrust him with closing this game out against St. Petersburg, who are now all but unable to win it. That wide run rate, but that is a wide. One more to the total. Akashdeep Singh out in the middle. He's the new batsman. Just the 5 balls left in this match. In a run. man who works in Moscow, has played cricket in Russia.